everybody, and welcome to the next installment of my Nascar Diecast Collection. We're going to be starting with 164s from now on, because I've covered all the 124th scale cars I have. And we're going to go in reverse chronological order, so we're going to start with 2024, and we'll keep going back. This video is going to be 2024 and 2023. Expect most of the videos to only have 1 year, though, because I have a lot of cars for each year. But for 2024, I only have 3, so I decided to just merge the two. That would be videos into this one video where I show the 3 and then I show all my 2023 diecasts. So without further ado, let's just get started with my only cup car from 2024. This is Brad Keselowski's Castrol Edge primary scheme. I just saw they came out with the white one, which I think looks awesome. I think I'm going to get that on Circle B Diecast this Black Friday. But this is a great paint scheme. I got this Keselowski in his home track and home state of Michigan before the rain delay. I couldn't catch the race, but I got a beautiful new dark horse front end. Despite the ugly gray under the light, it kind of fits in with this car because it's mostly gray and black anyway, with the color stripes. But this is a beautiful car, and all of the RFK Castrol cars are really nice. Especially the Busher ones. I think it works better with the 17 number and the number font. But Keselowski always has some good ones too, especially the white one. Alright, now let's move on to 2024 Xfinity cars. This first one this one I got in Indiana at the Spoiler Diecast retail shop. This is the first 2024 diecast I got. This is Justin Allgaier's Brandt primary, the corn car for the Xfinity series. Unfortunately, he he won the championship. I was thinking Allmendinger. He didn't win, but Justin Allgaier did, and this is super cool that the first 2024 car I bought ended up being the champion of the respective series. And I really just loved Justin Allgaier. He's from my home state, so it's pretty cool to see an Illinois homegrown guy win a top 3 division championship. It's a really nice scheme. Hasn't really changed too much over the last couple of years, but I don't think they need to change too much. Now this is the other one I got at Michigan. This is Sammy Smith's Pilot Flying J car. This is another Xfinity car for JRM. I always like the Pilot Flying J cars, even back to Michael Annett when he drove those, and anyone else I'm not naming. I love the red and yellow and the white mix. It looks really good, really clean. Alright, I think we should get started with 2023 now. And we'll go in numerical order. So first up is the 1 of Ross Chastain. This is his throwback to Dale Jarrett. I think it was like Dale Jarrett's 2001, 2002 car. And then early 2003, because it has the present. They switched that like mid 2003 to just have the FedEx logo. Not FedEx, what am I talking about? The UPS logo. But yeah, this is a really faithful recreation. I love how they were actually able to get UPS on the back. I don't know. That might have been, is that the first time since like Carl Edwards, 2013, maybe 2014, that FedEx or that UPS has been in the sport? I don't know why I keep saying FedEx. I'm just not used to UPS being in NASCAR for a long time. This was one of the Walmart exclusives, I believe, the series that was just all the throwbacks from 2023. Now we go to Austin Cindric. Now I bought a lot of these cars at the Indianapolis road course race last year, and this was one of them I bought. I really like the wheels. Like, the wheels they use in these diecasts are really cool looking to me. I don't know why, though. I just feel they're really detailed and quality wheels. Yeah, this is this classic discount tire scheme. I like it. It's classic, and you can't have a bad scheme if you run it for however many years. Keselowski and Cindric have run it, so nothing much to say about that one, but here's Austin Dillon's Bass Pro Shop Club diecast, number 3. I like the tall spoiler. Not the tall spoiler, but the spoiler, all the rivets. It's pretty cool. The camo on the side of the car, much better than this year's primary Bass Pro Shop car. I also really like the orange front. It reminds me of the like 2018, 2019, 2020, and so on petty cars when they had those like bright orange front ends. I don't know what sponsor that would be. Maybe STP, but I'm not too sure. But it reminds me of that. I'm sorry, I don't got much to say about these cars, but I just like admiring them. They're all cool in their own special way. This is Kevin Harvick. This is obviously his last year. This is Ream Scheme. They were with him for a long time. Red, white, and black, just a quality diecast. This is obviously the cheaper one, the $5 one. I don't know what the molds are. It's not the garbage mold, obviously. I don't know if it says here. If you want to tell me, it's made in China. I know that. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll put it over there. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. We got another Kevin Harvick. This one, they were handing out for free at Indy. For the road course, there were some Hunt Brothers Pizza representatives just handing out boxes of these green Hunt Brothers cars. I thought it was really cool that they had, first of all, a car to give out, and second of all, a new car to give out. Like, I would have thought they'd give out the 2022 one, maybe, not the newest one. I also really like those, you could probably see them, those lighter green stripes on the side. They look really cool, especially on like the base darker green. And that's a pretty cool one. I do prefer the green one to the red car that he drove. I don't know if he drove it that year, but he drove it in 22. Now we move up to Kyle Busch. This is his Lenovo scheme. I've been seeing them a lot in Formula One recently, but they were in NASCAR before Formula One, I believe. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. I don't know why I said it. But this is kind of like Cindric's car, but red instead of blue. I mean, he didn't drive a Lenovo car. I think it's a Freightliner car, but they remind me of each other. They're like Tron cars. And this is a pretty cool one. The red on the black base. It does have the blurry decals, but honestly, I don't mind too much on this one. It doesn't affect it too much, unlike some other ones that will be coming up. Alright, next up is Kyle Busch's Cheddar's car. I had to get this one because of the croissants on the side. I mean, how could you not? When a car has food on it, like what a perfect paint scheme, am I right? Or am I right? I mean, I'm not wrong. Oh my god, I never noticed that. There's even croissants in the back. Little croissant outlines. I never noticed that. That's pretty cool. Oh, and on the roof rails, too. Man, I'm even learning new stuff about my diecasts. That's a pretty cool one. Now we move on to Chase Elliott. And this one is one of the cars that the blurry decals does bother me, because it's such a cool scheme, and I wish like it was higher definition. This is his 2023 Hooters car, the black with the light blue, the 40th anniversary. Like, just look how blurry the top number is. It's so sad. So sad, boo-hoo. Whatever. At least I have it. It's awesome, though. The paint scheme on the track and in diecast form is awesome. I love the blue lines and the orange. It's just all so vibrant on the dark black background. Works out really well. Now we have a second Chase Elliott. This was his throwback to Bill Elliott's car in 2001, 2, and 3. I love how they use the font for the number 9 that was obviously driven at Ray Evernham Motorsports. And the Happy Mother's Day thing is a cool touch too. I don't know. Oh yeah, because the race is on Mother's Day. It should say Happy Father's Day though, because this is Dad's car. Newmeyer. I do also like these the bits of yellow on the front splitter. Look really good. It makes the car look mean. It's like those Dodge Challengers that have those protectors that people think look cool. And I do too, but they're not really like meant to look cool. They're meant to protect the splitter. Alright, next up is Eric Almirola's number 10 Smithfield Ford. It's the classic Smithfield car with the bright, not bright, but sparkly number 10 gold font and font color. Overall, just a clean scheme. He's raced it for many years, and pretty cool that he got a bunch of wins this year in the Xfinity Series. Oh, I missed one. Whoops. I missed this. This was Corey LaJoie's Negu car. It's a pretty weird paint scheme with the kids on the side, but I guess it is a good cause. Different kids on this side. Black and blue paint schemes are always pretty cool, and even with this bright yellow spire number, doesn't mess it up too much. Honestly, I think it looks pretty cool on the baby blue top. But yeah, overall, this is a really good scheme. Unfortunately, I missed it. Alright, back to the correct order. This is Denny Hamlin's primary FedEx car. This one is good. The one they ran this year is not that good. I don't love this one either, but it's better because everything fits. Like, there's no parts of the the orange and purple that aren't just like in random spots. It all like molds together. You can see it like kind of blends in the bottom there. I don't know, it just looks like really good. And from the front end, that looks awesome. Like the bright blue hood, or bright purple, I don't know, purplish blue hood, all the way to the roof, and then it fades into the orange slightly. It's just a really good scheme. I do miss when they had the different FedEx cars for the different FedEx types, like FedEx Freight and all that. But what are you gonna do? Alright, this one I got at the Penske shop in North Carolina. This is the first, the first 2023 diecast I got right at the beginning of 2023 in March. This is his white body armor car. Sport water. I've never had that. I've had regular body armor, but not the sport water. I have to try that at some point, but I don't know, kind of a plain scheme, but I thought it looked, I think it looks pretty cool for just being a white and black scheme. Normally those are pretty boring, but they made it work pretty well. Next up, we got my favorite driver. This is AJ Allmendinger's Gain Food City car that he ran at the dirt race. I still find it hilarious that they, the whole team ran like soap sponsors at the dirtiest race of the year. Obviously, it was planned like that. I understand that. I do wish that this 16 was the 16 on the roof, and they didn't have to use the dumb colleague, like blocky yellow roof font. I think it would have looked way better. But then again, I guess it does kind of match with the lemons. But overall, it's still a wonderful scheme. And I'm super glad they even made an AJ Allmendinger Cup car from 2023. I mean, how could you not make that one? It's perfect. Alright, next up we have a car that I never opened because I really hate this paint scheme. This is Chris Buescher's Paula Casino's car. I had to have a Chris Buescher from 2023, so I bought it despite the fact that the paint scheme is actually horrendous. It's terrible. We're not gonna look at that for too long. I'll put it all the way in the corner over here. Get out of my sight. Yuck. Nah, in all seriousness, though, I hate the silver with purple. If it was white, or even black, it would look fine. But the silver, like the chrome, is not a good look for me. Alright, next up, the Daytona Summer Race winner from this year. This is his 2023 car. This is Harrison Burton's. Oh my, look at how shiny that is. Wow. That's the foil number for you. Look at that beautiful sparkle on Harrison Burton's 21 primary motorcraft car. Classic scheme dating back to the 60s. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of just the big motorcraft logo right there. I feel like they can make it look better. Kind of, maybe if they did something like the Dex imaging scheme that they run, like maybe like put it on an angle from the wheel well all the way to where it is right now. That would look better, but overall, it's a 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 scheme for me. Alright, next up, this year's champion. This is his last year's throwback to Mark Donahue. Oh, what happened there? Oh no, I remember, it came like that. Yeah, that's the standard quality for the $5 cars at Walmart and such. Look at that big paint chip that came with the car. I didn't do that at all. I don't even know how I'd do that. I'd have to take like a toothpick or something and scrape that up. But overall, what a beautiful paint scheme. Like, just a throwback to something like that. Like a car he drove 69, 70? I don't even remember. But it's really cool. Possibly, I think this one might have been my favorite throwback that year, even though they had the whole the whole track was filled with awesome throwbacks in 2023, including the ones I've shown already, like the Chase Elliott Lumar car and the Ross Chastain. All right, now we go to the guy I saw who won last year at the Indy Road Course. This is Michael McDowell's FreightAuctions.com scheme. This is his second to last year at Front Row Motorsports. Obviously, this last year, where we just finished the season, will be his last. He's moving to Spire. But this is a pretty cool scheme too. Black and white with the red. He's ran this one for a couple of years now. I believe he's had it since 2021. Hasn't really changed all too much, except like obviously the next gen number, like repositioning and all that. Alright, now Alex Bowman. This is his Ally Do It Right paint scheme with the baby blue numbers on the like streaks of blue and purple. I really like this one. It's really clean. I don't know if this, I can't remember if this was his primary or if this is what he drove at like Nashville or something, but whatever it is, it's really cool looking. Especially like how the blue comes down the middle, kind of like a middle racing stripe. And like it all kind of fades into like this gray. Honestly, this one's really cool. This one might crack the top 10 when I do my top 10 paint schemes for 2023. Alright, next up we have the 41 of Ryan Preece and his HaasTooling.com primary car. This one just reminds me, even though obviously he did the throwback to it, but this one by itself reminds me of Ward Burton's car back in 2004. Just the black and the white and the red at the front, like with the black and white mixing at the sides and going into the back of the car. Really nice scheme. Unfortunate that he had to suffer for 2 years there. The cars that could barely do anything. But yeah, good scheme. Alright, this is a scheme that Eric Jones ran at Daytona, the Daytona 500. This is Guns N' Roses' car. I think he crashed out in the first wreck, which is unfortunate to see. But this GNR car is still pretty cool looking. The revolvers on the hood. You see those tiny little roses next to the number. Fits perfectly. It's a very pretty car. Very black and gold-esque. Looks very professional. I don't know what that means, but that's what it's screaming to me. This car's screaming professional. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's a pretty cool scheme. Super glad Guns N' Roses got into NASCAR. Next up is another wonderful paint scheme from Eric Jones. This is his Air Force car. Looks like a Thunderbird. I have a Connor Daly Indy car that looks like this too, and anytime that a car tries to look like a plane, it just works out so well. Even with like the tiger mouth, I also have a Connor Daly Indy car that has that. But we're talking about this Eric Jones NASCAR, and this one is really cool. I love the little stars in the back and like the red that wraps around to the back of the car. Kind of sandwiches the U.S. Air Force and Camaro logos. It looks really good. Stripes down the back here, the Air Force logo. Oh, that's not the Air Force logo. I can't think of the name of that. That's the Air Force logo, USAF. But yeah, this is another wonderful paint scheme. Alright, we're getting to the final 4 cup cars. This right here might be one of my, be the runner for my favorite paint scheme of 2023 that I have. This is Tyler Reddick's Moneyline car with the foil number. Oh, look at how cool that is. I just love the seafoam green and the silver number with the black. Wraps around to this lime green rear end of the car. Oh, it's just beautiful. Like, look at that. That's awesome looking. What a wonderful paint scheme. Alright, now we have the Daytona 500 winners car, even with, it's got the confetti on the hood too. This is Ricky Stenhouse's race run Daytona 500 scheme. Victory lane celebration, full of confetti. Overall, the Cottonelle car looks good, except the hood. I've complained about this since like 2022 when they first started doing this. Why is the Kroger logo so far down on the hood? Like, move it up a bit. It's I don't know, it bugs me. It's so annoying. I mean, move the Cottonelle logo up and move the Kroger logo up, and this would be a really good paint scheme. But I just can't get past that fact. For 3 years, it's annoyed me. But yeah, the side of the car looks really cool. I like the wavy pattern, kind of looks like a tissue box. Just a pretty cool scheme. Oh yeah, one's got the metal chassis too. Just like, I think the AJ also has that. Alright, here is Ty Gibbs' rookie Interstate Batteries car. Really good paint scheme. I love with the red numbers. It looks really good with that. Whoa, almost dropped it. That wouldn't have been good. Oh yeah, overall pretty good paint scheme. I don't like Denny Hamlin when he runs this one though. I don't know, something about it. Just it doesn't look as good as this one. And honestly, this is the best Interstate Batteries car. I don't know what it is. It's just puts it above the something about it puts it above the Truex, the Hamlin, and the Christopher Bell cars. And last but not least, for the Cup side is this '99 Tootsie's Casino Lounge, not Casino, Orchid Lounge. It looks like a neon sign on the side. That's pretty cool. I like the black stripe surrounded by the white stripes and the gray and even the darker purple stripes. It all fits really well. It looks like a next-gen car. Like, this is something I'd see as like the pinnacle of next-gen paint schemes. I don't even know what that says. Steakhouse. Yum. It should have a picture of steak like the croissant car. But unfortunately it doesn't, so that puts it a mark below Kyle Busch's croissant car in my books. Alright, let's clear some of these cars out of the way so I can show off a couple of my trucks and Xfinity cars. No, I don't got too many of these. I have 4 Xfinity cars and 3 trucks. So we'll start out with Ryan Truex's Dover win. I like to keep all these in the package. I don't take any of the Winner's Circle diecasts out of the package, just because they look so cool on the pedestal with the bubble packaging and the big sign on the back. But yeah, I'm really happy for Ryan Truex. I hope he finds his way to the Cup Series. He's too good not to, even though like the lack of sponsorship and everything that's kept him out so far. This is also my first Supra. This is the only Supra I have. And it's a pretty good paint scheme. Alright, next up is Austin Hill's Bennett throwback. I don't know what this is a throwback to. I can't remember. But it's pretty cool. It looks like something from the 60s. I could be wrong, though. This is a really good one. This is another one of those from the Walmart line. Not much to say about it, though. I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of burnt out from talking for so long about these cars. This is like my 5th take. Oh yeah, here, the white Goodyear lettering. That's pretty cool. Really good detail for that. Because that's the only track and race they ran the white Goodyear lettering. Just because it was a throwback. As an example, here is Joey Gase's Go For Real. This is the National Crime Prevention Council. The Crime Dog car. You can see the yellow Goodyear logos on the tires, which is the normal, obviously. But yeah, I'm really surprised they made this paint scheme. It's a pretty good paint scheme. I'm glad they made it. Weird looking new Ford front end. Or not new Ford, last year's Ford. But it's kind of weird looking. And here is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Bass Pro Shops club car. This one, I wish they ran this paint scheme in Cup. This is such a nice paint scheme, just with the bright orange and the whole front end of the car going into the black with the little yellow stripe. It's so much better than any Bass Pro Shop car has been in like the last couple of years. What a beautiful paint scheme. I love bright orange race cars, especially with black. Alright, now let's get into my 3 trucks. First up, I don't know who drives these. That sucks. Who is this? Oh, if you want to tell me in the comments who this is. I'm trying to read that. What does it say? I think it's Grant Enfinger. If I can't read what it says on the roof rail, but Grant Enfinger's coming to mind, so I think it's him. But anyway, this is a really cool paint scheme. I love the Allegiant cars, and even though this isn't a fully Allegiant car, I had to support them. Overall, a really good paint scheme. Bright yellow. It looks like those Mopar cars that Jeremy Mayfield ran in the mid 2000s, I think 2005, 2004, where he had bright yellow and bright orange Dodge Chargers. And in 04 it would have been a I can't think of the name. Man, I'm tired. I don't know who this is. I'm not trying to read the name. I don't know, but it's the Wendell Scott Foundation car. Pretty cool tribute to Wendell Scott. I like the paint scheme. It's kind of reminds me of like a college. I don't know why, but like the color scheme, like the maroon and like blue with the white, just like name. I don't know, it looks like a college car. And last car of the video, this is Brett Moffitt's Talladega Winner's Circle diecast. I love this freight auctions car, and all the detail that Winner's Circle's been putting into their cars recently, it's unbelievable. Like, oh, look at all the detail on the windshield. It's awesome. All the detail on the grill. Overall, just a really cool paint scheme with the ghost flames on the side coming off the red. But yeah, I think that will do it for all my 2023 diecasts. Now I will put my top 10 in order, and I'll come back with that when I am finished. Alright, here we go. Here's my top 10 in order. In 10th is the Guns N' Roses Eric Jones car. In 9th is Denny Hamlin's Primary FedEx. 8th is Joey Logano's Pennzoil Mark Donohue throwback. 7th is the Grant Enfinger truck. 6th, the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Bass Pro Shops club car. 5th, Ross Chastain's Dale Jarrett throwback. 4th is Ty Gibbs's Interstate Batteries car. 3rd is Eric Jones's Air Force car. 2nd is Alex Bowman's Ally car. And 1st is Tyler Reddick's Money Lion Scheme. And for 1st for 2024, I have Brad Kozlowski's Castrol car. And that'll wrap up the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Happy collecting.